People are criticizing him as a music mogul, but his 7 kids are making up their own stories. In 2025, Sean Diddy Combs' family deals with fame, money, and trouble in very different ways. Each child shows a different part of their father's business, from up-and-coming fashion stars to college students and young business owners. In the same way that Faces D proved that legacy is more than just making news, his kids are quietly showing that. Justin Dior Combs, meet them now. The third son of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs and famous fashion stylist Misa Hylton, Justin Dior Combs was born. From the start, his name, which comes from both his father's fame and his mother's creativity, seemed intended for the spotlight. Justin quickly learned what it meant to be a Combs because he grew up in a world of wealth, fame, and high standards. But he's also a young man who wants to make his own way in the world of hip-hop. From the time he was a kid, Justin was exposed to the culture through his parents' jobs. It was his mother Misa who paved the way for hip-hop fashion. In the 1990s, she dressed stars like Lil' Kim, Mary J. Blige, and Missy Elliott. At the same time, his father was making a fortune as a director, performer, and businessman. Like Sean John, making bad boy songs and starting fashion lines. For Justin, being creative, ambitious, and driven were not choices, they were family ideals. Before coming to Los Angeles, Justin spent a lot of his childhood in New York. He went to Iona Preparatory School in New Rochelle there. He did very well in school and sports, and he became very interested in football very early on. Because he worked hard and did well on the field, he got a grant to go to the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. This made the whole Combs family proud. Later, the scholarship caused a stir because of Justin's family's huge wealth, but Justin handled the attention well, stressing that his scholarship was based only on his academic and sports success. Justin studied sociology at UCLA and played defensive back for the Bruins football team. He did more than just play sports in college. It was a turning point in his life. He went from being a famous child to a confident young man. Friends he had in college often said he was polite, driven, and surprisingly grounded for someone who had grown up in the spotlight. He finished in 2016, which was a big deal that showed how independent and hardworking he was. When Justin got out of college, he started looking into different business and entertainment opportunities. He was on a number of reality TV shows, including My Super Sweet 16, which followed his expensive 16th birthday party, which included a chauffeur-driven Maybach that his father gave him, and later MTV's The Real World presence, Bad Blood. These appearances showed off his confidence and charm, but they also showed a friendlier side of him. Famed young guy who wants to be seen as his own person at the same time. Justin also tried his hand at acting, and he was in Catfish, the TV show, and other small screen projects. More importantly, he has made a name for himself as an up-and-coming businessman and promoter by working with brands, going to high-profile events, and building a strong online presence. Justin has hundreds of thousands of fans on Instagram, where he posts real and inspiring photos of his life, including his stylish clothes, travels around the world, workouts, and family moments. Even though Justin grew up in luxury, he has always been thankful for his family's sacrifices and advice. In talks, he has talked about how his father raised him and said that Diddy always put discipline, respect, and hard work ahead of feeling like he deserved something. Justin once told me, "He never let me forget that I had to work for everything." He still has a close bond with his mother Misa. She often tells him that he is her best blessing and praises how mature and focused he is. Over the years, Justin has also been involved in charitable work. He has helped youth mentoring programs and sometimes attends his family's charity events. They were always there for his brothers, like Christian King Combs, Chance Combs, and the twins Delilah Starr and Jesse James, whether they were at the Billboard Music Awards with Diddy. Christ King Combs says that Justin has the poise of a future family head. Everyone knows Christian Casey Combs as King Combs. He grew up in the worlds of music and fashion. Christian Combs is the son of Sean Diddy Combs and the late Kim Porter. He has a lot of his parents' good looks and charm, as well as their creative energy. From the beginning, it looked like his fate was linked to hip-hop royalty. King has shown that he's more than just the son of a star as he's grown up. He is an artist who is set on making his own sound and style. Christian was exposed to the entertainment world from a very young age because he grew up in a home full of music, art, and wealth. His father was making a lot of money with Sean John, Bad Boy Records, and other businesses. His mother, Kim Porter, was a successful model and actress who was known for her grace and style. The Notorious B.I.G. and Mary J. Blige lived in the same house as them, and young Christian learned the beat of hip-hop before he could even write songs. Even though both of King's parents were famous, they taught him to be humble and work hard. These are ideals that would later shape his career as an artist. Before he turned 13, Christian was already getting attention. While he was at Sierra Canyon School in California, he was known for both his charm and his strong sense of who he was. Diddy pushed him to try new things with music. He wrote lines and recorded demos that were a tribute to the golden age of hip-hop in the 1990s, the sound that made his father famous. Before long, he was putting out music under the stage name King Combs, which was a combination of his royal background and his growing desire. King made a name for himself in 2018 when his first album, 90s Baby, came out. The mixtape, which had a mix of smooth East Coast beats and current trap influences, was both a tribute to the past and a statement of independence. His ability to mix classic R&B sounds with modern swagger was shown on songs like Love You Better with Chris Brown and Naughty with Jeremy. His smooth confidence, easy flow, and obvious resemblance to a young Diddy were all things that critics pointed out. Not just how they look, but also how they act and speak on stage. Fans quickly became interested in King's shows, especially when he played at big music events like Coachella and Rolling Loud, where he carried on his father's bad boy tradition while giving it new life. It's clear that King understands both the old-school hip-hop spirit and the modern visual culture of Gen Z because his music videos are often filled with retro images, fancy cars, and flashy looks. King has also made a name for himself in the fashion industry. His mother is a model, and his father is a brave and sure of himself person. He has walked the runway and posed for big names like Dolce & Gabbana, Tommy Hilfiger, and Adidas. His casual style, which is a mix of streetwear and high fashion, has made him known as one of the coolest young men in show business. King is a rapper, a model, an artist, and a promoter all at the same time. He goes to the Met Gala, sits front row at Fashion Week, and stars in high-end ads. In November 2018, tragedy struck when Kim Porter died suddenly at the age of 47. Christian was very upset about the death because he had always been very close to his mother. His words about her strength, love, and steady support have been shared in interviews and on social media. His life changed when she died, and it made him want to express his feelings through singing. During shows and songs, he often says nice things about her. He called her his guardian angel and said she watched over him all the time. King has kept getting better as an artist since then. In 2022, his song Can't Stop Won't Stop with Kodak Black became a hit, bringing him new fans and making him a bigger name in hip-hop than his father. With its throwback sample and catchy beat, the song was the right mix of old and new. King could bring the bad boy torch to a new generation with this song. King Combs is proud of his family history, but he is also careful to define his own heritage. In comments, he has said that he wants to be known for his hard work, honesty, and respect for the culture, which are all things that he thinks both of his parents taught him. He stays close with his brothers, like Justin, Chance, and the twins Delilah and Jesse. He often posts family photos that show how close the Combs family is, even though they are famous. Chance Combs. Chance Combs is the daughter of Sean Diddy Combs and Sarah Chapman, a well-known businesswoman and skin care expert from Atlanta. Chance comes from one of the most famous families in show business, but she has built a reputation for being smart, stylish, and sure of herself. Sticking out as one of the Combs family members who cared most about school. As soon as Chance was born, she marked the start of a new era for Diddy, one that showed how he had grown as a father and a man. Diddy had already had a few kids from other relationships at the time, but he made it clear that Chance would always be a part of the family. He openly hugged her soon after she was born to show that love and duty were stronger than anything else. Diddy has been very proud of Chance over the years, calling her a young queen and the perfect mix of ease, beauty, and brains. Chance grew up in the show business, which was full of glitz and energy. But he also had parents who put an emphasis on education, humility, and self-respect. Chance's mother, Sarah Chapman, who runs the skin care line Love and Hip Hop Spa, has often shared pictures of the two of them together that show how focused and kind Chance is by nature. Sarah and Diddy worked together to make sure Chance had a balanced and stable childhood, even though her father was famous. They taught her to value learning and honesty over fame. Chance quickly gained friends because of how well she did in school. A lot of the time, Diddy has used social media to praise her achievements. From great grades to awards for leadership. He called her the smartest girl in the world and talked about how happy he was of her hard work and dedication in a heartfelt post. He tells her all the time that she has an old mind, is wise beyond her years, speaks clearly, and understands other people. Chance's brothers, like Justin and King Combs, got big in the entertainment business early on, but she has mostly earned her fame through her own academic and personal successes. Because she is calm and charming, she is also great at going out in public. Chance has gone to red carpet events with Diddy and her sisters, like the Vanity Fair Oscar party in 2022, where her beautiful smile and classic style wowed photographers. She is often seen going to charity events, fashion galas, and award shows with her dad. Having a quiet calm all the time. In these situations, Chance stands for the polished next generation of the Combs family. He is calm, stylish, and sure of himself, but he never brags. Aside from the fame, she is very close with her younger twin sisters, Delilah Starr and Jessie James Combs, who are Diddy's daughters with the late Kim Porter. They are often pictured together at events, and people know them as the Combs sisters because of how well they coordinate their fashion, which ranges from fancy gowns to fun matching outfits. Together, they've been in Vogue covers, Dolce & Gabbana shows, and a lot of high-profile events, representing a new age of black youth excellence and family unity. Chance's life is still very private compared to her father's, even though she is becoming more well-known. She doesn't aim for fame or notice from the media, and instead focuses on her schoolwork and activities outside of school. Her family and friends say she is intelligent, articulate, and driven, and that she is proud of being herself. Her father has told her he admires how humble she is, even though she grew up in a world of wealth and fame. Diddy has said in comments that Chance taught him how to be patient and understand other people's feelings. She makes me feel calm. He once said that she is smarter than her years. She helps me remember what's important. This mental balance became even more important after Kim Porter's death in 2018, which had a huge impact on the whole Combs family. Chance helped her family, especially her younger sisters, in a quiet way. She did this by showing maturity and kindness that touched everyone. Delilah Starr Combs and Jessie James Combs. Two girls, Delilah Starr Combs and Jessie James Combs, were born to Sean Diddy Combs and the late Kim Porter. The twins were surrounded by love, glamour, and fate from the time they were born. Delilah and Jessie are the youngest daughters of a famous model and a global music mogul. They got both of their parents' stunning good looks and magnetic charm. As young adults, they are quickly becoming the next generation of fashion stars and fashion influencers. Their confidence, elegance, and obvious twin synergy make them enticing to look at. In their early years, their mother Kim Porter was a rock. Kim taught her girls the values of humility, kindness, and independence, making sure that even when they became famous, they stayed grounded. She was known for her grace and caring spirit. And Diddy has said many times that the twins remind him of Kim, both in terms of how they look and how strong and poised they are. Kim died in November 2018, when the girls were only 11 years old. After her death, Diddy gladly took over as both mother and father, making sure that his daughter's childhood was full of love, stability, and inspiration. Delilah and Jessie grew up in a place with lots of music, fashion, and art. The artists in their family were praised every day, from studio meetings to red carpet events. Even though they were born into wealth, the twins' upbringing has been structured and planned. Diddy has said many times that he tells his kids how important it is to earn their place in the world. He says this to both his sons and daughters. That sense of balance between glitz and toughness can be seen in how Delilah and Jessie have grown into smart, sure of themselves young women with goals that go far beyond their famous last names. People first became aware of the twins through the matched clothes they wore. Many people know Delilah and Jessie for their matching style and high energy. They are often seen walking the red carpet together, posing in designer outfits that go together, or going to family events with their siblings, especially their close-knit older sister Chance Combs. Their social media pages show a mix of young, fun, confident, and loving sisterly behavior that has thousands of people following them because they like their new style. In their mid-teens, Delilah and Jessie were already making waves in the fashion world. These women have modeled for well-known brands and walked the Dolce & Gabbana stage during Milan Fashion Week, where their natural beauty and poise stunned everyone. The appearance was a big deal for both the twins and Diddy, who watched from the front row, clearly emotional as he saw his girls take the family name into a new world of global fashion. They've also been in Essence and Vogue, where their new beauty, grace, and twin look got praise from both fans and reviewers. The twins have become well known as social media stars and young leaders in addition to their success as models. On Instagram, you can see pictures of their family life, fashion shoots, and important personal events. It's a glamorous but clean look into their lives. Delilah and Jessie, unlike many famous teens, find a balance between being real and wanting to be famous. They often post tributes to their late mother and messages of thanks, unity, and empowerment. Their posts are full of positivity and poise, which makes them good examples for other young fans who are going through puberty in the digital age. A big part of the story is also how close the twins are to their brothers. Due to their close relationship with Chance Combs, fans lovingly call the three of them the Combs sisters. They've been to red carpet events, fashion galas, and family parties together, and they often wear coordinated couture that shows how confident and unique they both are. For the same reasons, their older brothers, Justin Dior and Christian King Combs, have been there for them and cheered them on as they became famous. Even though Delilah and Jesse are becoming more famous, they still care a lot about their family and school. Diddy often shares posts that praise their schoolwork and behavior, highlighting their discipline, hard work, and positive attitudes. In honors on social media and in interviews, he has called them his everything and said that they gave him new purpose after Kim's death. He once said, "They keep me going every day. They're beautiful and strong. And loving, just like their mom." Big Quincy Brown. Music, dress, and art were always going to be a part of Quincy Taylor Brown's life. He is the son of Kim Porter, an actress and model, and L.B. Sure, a rock producer. The fact that Quincy was named after the famous music producer Quincy Jones shows that his parents wanted him to carry on their creative tradition. Quincy, on the other hand, met one of the most important people in his life through his mother's long-term friendship with Sean Diddy Combs. And it turned into a friendship based on love, respect, and guidance, not just biology. In the early 1990s, when Kim Porter and Diddy started going out together, Quincy was only a few months old. Diddy took on the part of a father right away and helped raise him like he was his own son. Throughout the years, Diddy has been very open about how much he loves Quincy, even calling him his eldest child and being very proud of the man he's become. Quincy, on the other hand, has never been afraid to call Diddy his father and often gives Diddy credit for teaching him discipline, drive, and honesty. Their relationship is full of real love and has been an inspiration to many as a good example of mixed family love. As a child, Quincy grew up in a Combs family where imagination and business were common. His home life was both fancy and down-to-earth. Artists who have won Grammys, fashion icons, and movie stars were all there. But so did lunch with the family, school events, and lessons on how to be responsible. His mother, Kim Porter, always made him feel safe and loved, and Diddy pushed him to work harder and dream bigger. Together, they gave Quincy a strong base of love and drive that shaped his future. When Quincy was in his teens, he started to be interested in fun things. He started working as a model and making music, mixing the R&B style of his father L.B. Sure with his own current tastes. In 2008, he made his big break when he played in the MTV movie Brotherly Love, a touching coming-of-age story that showed off his natural acting skills. After that, he had parts in big movies like Dope, 2015, and The Holiday Calendar, 2018. But his most famous role was as the charming and eager Derek Jones in the Fox musical Drama Star. From 2016 to 2019, the show gave Quincy fame as both an actor and a singer, and it gave him a chance to explore the space between performance and storytelling. Quincy has also made a name for himself as a singer and music artist. His music, which is a mix of smooth R&B and current pop, shows how deeply he feels and how stylish he is. His smooth singing and thoughtful lyrics shine through in songs like Friends First, Record Straight, and Don't Know Nothing. His art shows signs of the impact of his father figure, but it is clearly his own. Careful, stylish, and from the heart. Quincy has also made a name for himself in the fashion and modeling worlds. He is signed with top companies and been in ads for Dolce & Gabbana, Boohoo Man, and Coach. It's easygoing elegance mixed with a streetwear edge that makes him stand out, and designers and photographers love it. He has also tried his hand at business by starting his own lifestyle brand called Dream Big, which helps people be ambitious, express themselves, and feel confident. It's true that Quincy has been successful, but his path has not been easy. The death of his mother, Kim Porter, in November 2018 was a terrible event that affected him and his whole family deeply. Quincy has said very moving things about his mother's death. He called her the heartbeat of the family and said that Diddy helped him and his brothers deal with their grief. In a touching Instagram post, Quincy said that Kim taught him what love is all about and that her spirit still guides him every day. Since she died, he has become a protective older brother to his younger siblings, Chance, Christian King Combs, and the twins Delilah Star and Jesse James. He often calls them his forever circle. When it comes to Quincy, Diddy has never hid how proud he is of him. They called him a polite leader and a visionary. He often talks about how humble and emotionally intelligent Quincy is, which are traits that make him stand out in a field where ego is common. One of the most beautiful things about the Combs family is that their connection is based on love rather than blood. I love Sean Combs. The youngest child of Sean Diddy Combs is Love Sean Combs. He may be the most important kid in the family. It was a personal rebirth and the start of a new era for one of the most famous families in show business. When she arrived, it was a very emotional and life-changing event for Diddy. One that he accepted not in secret but with pride and happiness. The whole world was shocked and moved when he told everyone about her birth in December 2022. I'm so happy to have my daughter, Love Sean Combs. Love's birth was important for more reasons than just being cute. She was named Love, which is a direct reflection of how Diddy has changed. The music mogul officially changed his name to Sean Love Combs in 2021. This was a sign of his desire to lead with compassion, kindness, and authenticity after decades of fame, loss, and change. It wasn't just to show when he named his youngest daughter Love. It was a mission statement that said everything he stands for now. He said it best, love is the best name ever. More love is what the world needs. At first, no one knew who Love's mother was, which made a lot of people curious. But it turned out to be true that her mother is Donna Tran, a computer expert from Southern California. Unlike Diddy's other partners, Donna stays out of the public eye and lives a quiet life. Although she doesn't make a lot of noise, people close to the family say she is loyal, smart, and protective of her daughter's privacy. Diddy is said to really admire these traits. People say that they get along well and work together as co-parents to make sure that Love has a happy, safe childhood full of love and support. Love is the youngest child in a big, busy family, and she has quickly become a favorite among her brothers. Each of Diddy's kids, like Quincy, Justin, Christian King Combs, Chance, and the twins Delilah Starr and Jesse James, has loved their little sister very much. When Love's family gets together for holidays or birthdays, she is always the center of attention, whether she is laughing with her sisters or happy in her dad's arms. Diddy often posts sweet pictures of them together on social media, calling her my little sunshine and the light that brightens my every day. Love has been a regular on Diddy's Instagram and TikTok since she was a baby. Her cute curls, expressive eyes, and contagious smile make her a fan favorite. Love is the warmth and renewal that her name suggests, whether she's dancing in her dad's arms or posing with her brothers in outfits that go with hers. In pictures, her brothers are often seen holding her or pushing her stroller, showing that they really care about her even though they live in different places and are different ages. Since becoming a dad again later in life, Diddy's attitude to being a dad has changed a lot. He was 53 years old when Love was born, and he often talks about how she has put his life back on track and given him a new sense of purpose. He wrote on her first birthday, "Every day with Love is a blessing. She always makes me remember that it's never too late to start over, to be happy, and to love without conditions." People who know him well say that since Love came into his life, he has become calmer, more thoughtful, and even more focused on his family. Diddy has always stressed the importance of family togetherness, love, and leaving a legacy. Love's upbringing shows these values. Even though he has a busy job and other businesses going on, he makes time to spend with all of his children. He often plans big family events that show how close they are. Love has also brought the family closer together, bridging the gap between the younger brothers, now in their 20s, and the baby sister, who is the start of a new era in the Combs family history. USA Today and other news sites have said that Love's early life was full of happiness, stability, and celebration. She went to her first Easter, Christmas, and birthday parties with her brothers and extended family. She wore designer clothes that showed how much her father loved fashion and how much her mother liked simple things. Not to get attention, but because he's proud of his daughter and wants to share the happiest moment he's ever had, each post about her feels very personal. Love Sean Combs is a beautiful full circle for fans who have seen Diddy change over the years, from the eager founder of Bad Boy Records to the thoughtful father who puts his family first. She's not just his youngest daughter, she's a live example of how he changed, healed, and believed in second chances. Love Sean Combs has won over millions of hearts without even speaking a word. He is still a baby. Family, peace, and love that doesn't depend on anything are the things that her father has come to value most. Because her brothers will look out for her and her dad will love her, love will undoubtedly remain at the center of the Combs family legacy, which is always changing. What do you think about How many kids does Diddy have? Please tell us what you think in the box below. We hope this video was helpful for you. If you like the show, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Glad you watched, and see you in the next film. Thank you.